What up, fam? You already know what it is. Kinfolk. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say why. We about to break bread right now. I know y'all see that blue orb on me. Such a beautiful thing to see your covering. All right, the ancestors here, y'all. That being said, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. As you mature, you begin to learn to appreciate the things that you done had to endure. You feel me? With that being said, we about to take it there. You begin to think about, dang, a lot of the things that was once something that was used against you, even something you might have used against you. Maybe it was overthinking. You know what I'm saying? Now you using your ability to think and plan, to be able to oversee things that could possibly come up on you. So now you prepared. You feel me? Appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If you're new around here, subscribe, drop a comment, say what's up, because it's my way of saying what's up to you. Please make sure you share the live, share these great vibes, as this is how we save lives together, you feel me? It used to be certain things that was super important to you when you was younger. These very things today is like, bro, I ain't living for no Friday. You know what I'm saying? Used to be just living for the weekend, payday, vacation time. Now you live every day. Like this is the life I want to be living, that I don't have to vacation from. When, you feel me, you start stepping into your true self. The only difference in the things you've been going through, you know what I'm saying, up until now and going forward should be how you felt about them. You feel me? If you feeling a certain way about them, ain't did nothing to change it, just probably made them worse by you compounding your issues, being so frustrated. And frustration comes from, us being confused on what to do. And if you tired of being frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Like Big Mama would say, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll do something about it, meaning you'll find a solution. You'll see how when you change your mind, how the situation changes. You feel me? And the reason why is because of your perception. Life is out here saying, yes, 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 yes. Come on now, y'all know we at the plug by now. We ain't in no play mode right now. So let's plug on in. But never forget, we plugging into you. So this is as you mature. They got you all upset instead of plugging in and realizing why stuff is happening, why this stuff is bothering you. Getting a solution would be your best bet. You feel me? You look frustrated because you stuck in delusion. Like there's nothing you can do about life. You feel me? That's why you be frustrated, because you feel like it ain't nothing you can do about life. People keep playing with your top, meaning they got you thinking about them, when sitting around thinking about them ain't helping your situation. I ain't made none of your problems stop. Playing with your top like you ain't ready to know. You know what I'm saying? Then this desensitizes you from reality when they later release they so-called discoveries. They had the whole time when they told it to you, it wasn't true. You feel me? It's no different than how the slaves were suppressed from reading until others began to read the same things that they already could. You feel me? And if y'all don't know about some of the recent discoveries, just to put something on y'all mind, you know, when we was younger, I know when I was a kid, they used to be talking about no such thing as no hollow earth or inner earth. You feel me? Come to find out it is. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you share the live. New around here, make sure you subscribe. They done found these dang on sinkholes, y'all. These dang on sinkholes. They found, matter of fact, they put it to you like this. They found a sinkhole in Japan, right? This thing over 630 feet deep. 630 feet deep. And it has a prehistoric, hit me now, a prehistoric rainforest in that bitch. You feel me? Meaning it has all kind of wildlife, possibly even people. You know what I'm saying? If they not still there, they was there. You feel me? If they not still there, they was there. You already know how it go. If there's a possibility, more than likely it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to be playing with these folks. It's mighty funny. The same people that were suppressed from reading were taught to read the same way that others taught themselves to read. Meaning like the same slave masters who taught themselves to read through the Bible, you would later find that the descendants of the people that was traumatized by those folks will later teach themselves and educate themselves by way of churches. You feel me? And I would say re-educate themselves, because if you got a group of people that's being told they can't read, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean it's because they always couldn't. Feel me? You might have a few generations that came along later that wasn't allowed to be taught. But I'm saying all this to say, when you look at the grand scheme, when you fix your perception to see the full chronological order, or pay attention to the broad spectrum of the existence of man, you feel me? And how things have begun and how they come into be, you begin to see like, dang, I see what's coming to me based on these certain things happening. You feel me? I see how these things come into be. I see how changes take place. You feel me? I see. And when you get to that point, you can learn to be patient. You can learn to be more patient with yourself. Learn to be patient with life in order to recognize like, dang, I understand the place of all the animals, all the people, to the point there is no need for frustration. You feel me? There's no need to place names like, oh, that's evil, for the things that I don't know, for the things that I'm fearful of, because there's not information readily available to me based on my experiences that are on the surface. You feel me? That's what it really be boiled down to. A lot of times we be scared because we not experienced with certain things. But we should look at these things or these opportunities, these situations, these people as opportunities for us to get to know ourselves better and get to know other people. For a lot of us, we looking for normalcy. We looking for our familiar places rather than going out into the world and exploring. Because of the trauma that we've been through, it makes us fearful of repeating certain traumatic experiences. So you long to stick to a pattern of occurrences. You feel me? You long to stick to a certain pattern of occurrences that, like, you know, I can deal with the consequences of these. I can deal with the consequence of, you know, not preparing my food or growing my own food. So I got to go to the grocery store and deal with that expense. Some people is like, I can deal with the consequence of not having a mate. So I have to go out here and, you know, lend myself for maybe money. In some cases, you have to, you know, give out money depending on the value, where the value is placed most at. You know what I'm saying? and you exchange what we value the most. For a lot of us, when we immature and don't understand money, we value money more than we value life. So then the things that we want out of life, we place a price on it. You know what I'm saying? And based on the price on it, it determines how much we gonna value this. That's something to think about. But as you begin to mature, you begin to recognize things of value, even if they not on the value list. Meaning like, even if they not in the top, category of things that's most expensive, you learn to value them. You be like, dang, you know what? Dang, I can't. Okay, they giving that thing away for free. Let me go on and get that before they change their mind. Or not even before they change their mind, because you recognize it's coming to you in perfect peace. And what's for you is for you. You feel me? What's for you is for you. You also, as you begin to mature, you learn to stop suffering in silence, as this furthers your victimhood or the cycle of abuse, as I would like to say. As well, others, you feel you disconnect from others. You feel alone in it. And others can't learn from it. Others can't learn from us by leaving. Others can't learn from us, therefore leaving a cycle. A friendly fire. I think helping. What's up with it, KG? We be thinking we helping people by, keeping them away from the pain that we going through, right? All the while, they can't see how people overcome certain things. So then when they go through certain things, it's like, dang, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to overcome this. I ain't never seen nobody go through this. All the while, people that came before you, done went through it before a time or two. And honestly, a lot of times thought, peace to you. A lot of times thought you wasn't ready for, what came with it. But truth be told, I remember my big bro used to be like, man, look, you got to tell people what it is and let them formulate the solutions that's best for them. Because only you know what's best for your life, because what? Only you determine the goals in your life. You feel me? The highest aspirations or effect that we can have on each other is to inspire. So why not aspire to be an inspiration? Nah, you good, KG. I already knew what time it was. I'm pleased with it. Either way, we die for the lack of knowledge, not from the abundance thereof. You feel me? Not from the abundance thereof. People with a wealth of knowledge are considered wise. But look, this is the belief that's in the subliminal story of the Adam and Eve. If you don't read it objectively. You feel me? If you don't read it objectively. You reason away we die for the lack of knowledge with not thinking, oh, maybe it's that knowledge. That's what we be reasoning away. Like, maybe it's this type of knowledge we ain't supposed to have. Maybe it's a negative type of knowledge. But if you have knowledge of negativity, right? And as long as you balance it with the positive, meaning understanding the solutions, even to the problems, what's so wrong with it? And every time you got problems facing you, if you got a wealth of problems, guess what? It's time for you to create a wealth of solutions. You know what I'm talking about? A wealth of solutions. And picture yourself. Let's what they call it? Let's role play. Picture yourself and your job is a solutionist. You feel me? And you wrapped up in a solutionist suit. You know what I'm talking about? All you got to do is recognize how your body, how everything about this vessel is absorbing this experience. Now, as you begin to explore, bruh, everything begins to make even more sense. Everything begins to make even more sense. But you have to have on the mind as though exploitation, not as though, you feel me, everything is doom and gloom. Y'all got it. Everything is doom and gloom. Okay? Keep that in mind, y'all. Then here it is. You hear about it. You get intrigued. Now you out here trying to explore. Okay, remember what we talking about? You feel me? What you weren't taught about. As though you've been deprived or shunned from doing So because of perversion, you feel me, since you done been shunned, because ain't nobody ever talked to you about it, you feel like, shit, I got to duck off with this. And then sometimes when you come to your people and try to tell them about it, you feel me, they act like, nah, you act like you going to be able to do it different than everybody else. This what you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So you wind up going through that shit to the point it creates a perversion within you. Meaning you wind up out here feeling like you out here all by yourself. You feel me? All by yourself. Leaving you with this skewed view, thinking everybody talking about you. Leaving you to stray away from a lot of times from, our collective, as I always like to say, our 6 degrees of blessings, or our 6 degrees of the reason why we stressing, because we around people that ain't learning their lesson. So therefore ain't no accountability pulled in with you to learn your lesson. You feel me? As you begin to explore things in life, things change as you go. You feel me? Things change as you go. The more you understand about life, the more you be like, you know what? Life ain't really all that, you know what I'm saying? All that bad. But it's the shock and the surprises that ain't always, to our liking, that make us feel like life ain't all that cool of a place to be. So the more you begin to understand or seek understanding about life, just know you will receive it. And it will feel like a spiritual hug. You know what I'm saying? Because you being covered. When you receive certain information that's going to keep you, you know what I'm saying? Keep you from being out here winging it and left subjective to having to learn your lessons on the fly through adverse experiences called life. You feel me? But even then, if you change the way you think about it, even these experiences can, it'll lighten the load. You'll count it all joy. Because on the other end of this perceived woe is your blessing. But you gotta be patient. You gotta appreciate the moment in order to receive the blessing that you facing. For some people, it's like looking death in the face. But even when you take that equation and look at death for what it is, death is a level of transition. You feel me? Death is a level of transition. Meaning you're going to get in tune with the oneness that is you one way or another. And that's what we're talking about. Bringing oneness with the spiritual in this vessel that is what we encapsulated in. So once you free from this body, if you notice, a lot of people talk about how, it's going to be heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because for a lot of people not understanding the purpose in this body, not understanding the purpose of this body, of this life, and the effectiveness of this plight leaves you to be like, you know what? The hell is being up in this body. You know what I'm saying? It makes you to feel like that. Feeling as though the walls about to close in on you. You feel me? There's a window of opportunity in our existence, y'all. You can be constantly working on improving, and you will see as you improve your mind, getting more keen on things, you'll have a more keen ability to understand life and gratefulness for life. Because as you begin to see where everything has a place in life, you be like, man, I'm glad this is there. I'm glad this worked like this. Because now that I know it worked like this, guess what? I can use it for my upliftment and the upliftment of others. That's why I continue to ask that you seek daily to become more sensitive to the ways of life, that you may find yourself getting younger and wiser. At the same time, this is what you need to plug into. By getting younger, we are constantly strengthening our minds and therefore strengthening our vessels accordingly. For a lot of us, we don't even recognize that we could be a lot healthier. For my young folk, y'all ain't, hit that point where it's like, dang, I don't move as fast as I used to, or, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't hit that point. But for a lot of us, we don't recognize also, which I didn't recognize, that it's certain bad habits that was passed on to me, certain bad, what they call it, bad diets. And truth be told, diets, again, we winging it. And the reason why we suffering is because we just out here winging it with the diet, to the point when it comes to talking about having a diet, it's not conscious eating. When you conscious eating, there's certain feelings you get, certain gut, remember, come on now, gut feelings. Sometimes you're gonna wake up and you don't want to eat certain things no more. But if I was you, I would listen to my gut. You feel me? I would listen to my gut. I would. Sometimes you're gonna wake up and you don't want to eat nothing. And a lot of times, it's your gut trying to make room. Trying to make room. Maybe you might be backed up. Because a lot of us, we consume things that we told are for consumption. You feel me? But hold no nutritional value. Might as well be eating paper. What's up with the shake, bro? Peace to you, Cash. Good to see you, guys. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all being up in here. And again, as you begin to mature, you start enjoying power naps. You feel me? As a child. You feel me? Like into a child. Them babies used to wake up smiling, not mad because they done fell asleep. You feel me? Not mad because they done fell asleep. For one, when you get to talking about the breathing, right? A lot of people never talk to y'all about breathing, you feel me? About the fact that if you ain't dealing with the breath, we still dealing with some preschool stuff. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share the live, share these vibes, you feel me? You're gonna save a life for real. And if you get something from this, which I know you will, family, because I'm giving it to you straight from the rib, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, keep the platform going, show some love. Let's keep a place for us to go. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep a place for us to go. We gotta make sure we stop messing people up. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's trying to uplift us by, us not being active with them. You feel me? If I see any of y'all out here fighting the fight, I'm gonna act with you. For me out. Can y'all hear me? All right, remember also, as you begin to mature, what's up with the KG? As you begin to mature, you begin to care less about summertime. You feel me? Care less, at least from the aspect of, man, I can't wait till this summertime, girl. I'm finna go out here and party and turn up. Nah, you begin to care less about those type of things because it's like they don't serve your purpose. As you get older, you start to conserve your. What's up with it, Nicky? As you start to mature, you start to realize the unnecessariness of things, of a lot of things that we do. Soon you remember, what's up with it? Soon you remember cooking with love. Yeah, soon you'll remember cooking with love was important to you too. You feel me? Before it was popular to go out here and just be buying food from everybody else. If you think about it, you ain't start getting sick till you start eating everybody else's food. Everybody else's food wasn't intentionalized to uplift you. Everybody else's food was intentionalized to what? Trade value. And the things that we considered family values before. And, having family meals and all that stuff that was the most valuable thing to us. Not to mention, we used to be able to transcend some of the ills that we have today. Big Mama was able to put certain type of love in that food to the point she used to perform a certain kind of alchemy, even with the soul food, in order to get us through. Soon you will see the importance of not skipping any steps, even in just walking. You feel me? Even in just walking. You begin to realize the majority of your exercise comes by way of you walking, putting your heels to the ground. You feel me? Putting your heels to the ground. Putting your heels to the ground. But you begin to learn the value of that. Hope y'all can still hear me. When people say to be doing certain things at a certain age, you feel me? That's why certain people never do. You know what I'm saying? That's why certain people to do certain things. Because it's not expected of them to do that. You feel me? So they continue to do what's expected of them. That's why it's important to be careful the people that you surround yourself with. The people that you surround yourself with. I noticed I mature early on certain things, like social things, as I had my wisdom teeth fully in. By the time I was like, what, 13? And my mother used to even pay, like, bro, you always in the house moving like an old man, taking naps, studying, watching documentaries. You feel me? Let's not get it twisted. If you teach somebody to value the dollar in the highest regard, when it affects our daily movements, guess what? We usually only value ourselves or any info based on the dollar amount at that point. That's what you teaching somebody. You feel me? When here it is, these life lessons that we over here building on, these things is priceless. You feel me? But once you see the highest value is in the dollar, you feel me? Come on now. If I don't put it at $1 more, a lot of people not even gonna stick around and pay no attention. You feel me? But if I was to put $1 mark on it, it'd be at a place that you couldn't buy. As you see, the prices are going up on things based on what new developments. You feel me? Mind you, like I said, this is priceless. But once you get it, that's what the highest value really is. The things that you can't buy, right? But are developed. As you see, the prices are going up based on new developments, supply and demand as well. But if you ever pay attention, most things go up based on how they are developing. You feel me? How they are developing. We getting on the ground room floor on things. You get the chance to, buy into the projects nowadays. You don't gotta come at the end. You know what I'm saying? Remember, y'all, as you begin to mature, you start to remember, like, damn, I remember a time when I always just lived for the weekend. You feel me? You used to live for the weekend. But as you come up, you start just living for payday and vacation time. You learn to create a life that you don't have to take a vacation from. And you begin to recognize life is not as doom and gloom as you once thought, or as it once appeared. As your perception begins to clear, you begin to put old fears towards life in the rear. And you begin to realize, dang, I was prepared for the future. Meaning everything that I was given, everything I was put through, everything, you feel me? I done had to look to is being preparing me to be the greatest you. That's been you the whole time. But you gotta remember, and you gotta dig deep to find you are the greatness that you've been looking for this whole time. Within you is a goal, man. You feel me? Within you is the goal, man. I'm trying to tell you. Keep your eye on it. What's up with it, Queen? How you doing? I can't complain. How about you? Right at the top? Hit me up. All right, love. What's up with it, King? What's up with it? Finally free. What's up with it? Again, y'all, as we begin to mature, there are certain interactions we begin to have with people, certain things we able to talk about with certain people that, hey, maybe at one point in time we wasn't. You begin to see, hey, damn, I'm able to have this conversation now because I understand exactly what Big Mama was talking about, or exactly what my mama was trying to tell me. Sometimes you gotta till the ground, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta prepare the soil. You just gotta prepare the soil sometimes. With that being said, I ain't gonna hold you up. love you as myself. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. As we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfolk, kinfile, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We about to break bread right now. Peace within, peace out. And I know you about to have another lovely day. Look how we started out.